All right, what's up, guys? Blake Hawthorne, It's His Turf. Today, we're going to be talking about irrigation and why you should learn this trade so that you can offer it to your lawn maintenance clients. Alright guys, so I just got done doing a training this past week. I had some guys come in. We were taking them through new installs, service calls, diagnosing, just basics of irrigation. It really got me thinking of why I was teaching this training, why I offer these services and things like that. I just thought that I would share it with you guys as well. Early on with my lawn maintenance business, I would hit sprinkler heads, or I would have a customer say, hey, you messed this up. And I started finding myself having to replace those things. And, so I needed to learn the basics on how to replace a sprinkler head. And so I started dabbling with that just a little bit, but then it got me intrigued. I wanted to know more about it. There was more calls like, hey, can you fix this? Hey, this is going on. I didn't have a clue what was happening. So I reached out to a contractor here in town that I was doing work for, and I asked him, I knew he was doing irrigation, and I asked him if he would show me how to do some stuff. And he said he had some systems and some stuff going on that I could come and, give him a hand. So I volunteered my time, came in, helped him, did a couple service calls with him when he would get calls from clients that said this or that was going on. And that's how I started to learn, was volunteering my time, working with him, and just learning. So after a couple months of that, I really got the hang of it. I started getting those phone calls, on a regular basis. And I started capitalizing on going over there and, making repairs, fixing valves, working on control boxes, replacing sprinkler heads, etc. And then after about a year of doing that, I realized the significance of it, that all of my clients, the ideal client that I was looking for with my lawn maintenance business was going to have an irrigation system. If they had an irrigation system, then they were most likely going to be fertilizing their lawn. And if they're going to be fertilizing their lawn, they most likely cared about trimming their bushes, mulching their flower beds, things like that. So these were becoming full service clients, because if they're going to pay for water to put on their grass, they're most likely going to take care of everything else. So it got me thinking, this is a service that we started to offer. First thing that I did is I just loaded up my truck. I would go out while I was making my rounds. I would do service calls as they came in, and I would make anywhere from $75 to $600 a day, depending on the type of service call and what was going on. Early on, I was charging $45 a service call, $30 a man hour after that, and that was just 2010, 2011, just easing into this. Once things started to take off, we bumped up our rates, started talking $45 service call, $45 a man hour, to where today we do it for $65 a service call and $65 a man hour. There's some service calls that will show up, they're a little more intricate, but we can knock them out pretty quick, and so we'll just charge $75 or $85, something like that, instead of hitting them with a service call plus a service hour. So as my business began to grow and we started doing new installs and things like that with our landscape teams, I needed to put a service guy. So first off, I got my supervisor. So he was out bidding jobs, doing all that. He'd have his truck set up and go and do service calls. It started to really take off, 3-4 years ago, and we brought in a full-time service tech. So now we had a guy in the field on a daily basis doing service calls. So we do anywhere from 4 to 10 service calls a day, and we were turning anywhere from $3,000 to $6,000 a week in maintenance and repairs on irrigation systems. And most of these people were our lawn maintenance clients. Now, don't get me wrong, you have those times where a head gets dry rot and you hit it with your weed eater and you have to replace those. I would charge the customer for the nozzle and not for the repair. These are things that we put crash crates on our lawn maintenance trucks and just show our guys how to replace a sprinkler head. So when it happens, they can just swap it out. Or if they don't have the right part, they can flag it. And then me or my supervisor or my service guy can stop by to replace them and have them back in business, things watering, and nothing dies. But guys, if you're looking at a supervisor, or if you yourself are looking to get out of the field of the truck full time, and you're wanting to do something to not only expand on additional services to offer to your clients, but you're also wanting to go ahead and have some revenue coming in for yourself or your supervisor, I highly recommend that you think about doing sprinkler service calls or irrigation service work. So that way you can capitalize on where you're already at with your crews, and you can make sure that everything's efficient and watering properly, and that you can make a little bit extra money while doing it. Something else that I like to offer is I like to offer a package deal for $25 a month. This covers setup, winterization, and then once a month checkups at all of our clients' houses. So we'll go by, run through the entire system, make sure there's nothing. So hopefully we can be proactive and figure out that there's a problem before the lawn starts to stress or any shrubs are stressing from a lack of water. Guys, I hope today's been helpful. If you're interested in some of this, be sure, send me a message or leave a comment down below. We'll be doing some more of these irrigation training classes. And also we have a course coming up, course 6 for the Playbook, where you'll be able to get into some basics on the service calls and kind of an intro into irrigation. Guys, it's crazy. We hit 2K subscribers. I really do enjoy, doing these videos. I appreciate your support so much. It's a ton of fun. It really is. I'm excited to see what God has planned for 2019. And just like my devotional said this morning, it was Acts chapter 26:16. It says, I've appeared to you for this purpose. And I know that God's given me a vision of the man I'm supposed to be, the things I'm supposed to be doing, and how I'm supposed to be out there helping others grow their business. And this is a great platform to do so. So guys, thank you so much for your support. It means a lot. Love you guys. Have a blessed day.